Hello, everyone. Dear book lovers, may I first introduce you to distinguished author Aman GauZ, whose book Standing Heavy was shortlisted for Booker Prize in 2023. So we are really fortunate to have you here. And
Thank you. I am very honored to be here and to see this crowdy festival.
yeah, though we are going to talk about immigration and migrants, and I don't know whether you are aware, in India, Kerala is the one state that sends the maximum number of migrants outside the country. According
Okay.
to Kerala Migrant Survey in 2023, 2.1 million people went out of this state to other parts of the world.
So that is a great state. They have understood that we human are moving machines. So we are made to move. Just see how we are,
Yeah.
how our bodies are. You know, great legs, great respiratory capacity, thermoregulation, and this great thing that's called brain. It is
Yeah.
not for philosophy or writing. It
Yeah.
is for moving to understand the environment, hear, see, and go further and further.
Explore.
Yes, and in the absolute thing is that everybody, every human, every Homo sapiens sapiens come from Africa.
Yes.
And the purpose, the first thing they made when they have understood the word is to move. So Kerala people are in
Yeah.
the in
Always
the
on the.
first purpose of what humanity is.
But your book, it is about migrants and it is titled Standing Heavy. Actually, I read in the book that there in France, the migrants say about security guards, they describe them as standing heavy. Why?
Why standing heavy? Because when you're a security guard,
You're standing.
you stand
Uh,
and you've been paid at the end of a month. So you are standing like standing heavily.
Why heavy?
And your work is to be stand.
Uh,
And you have nothing else to do than to be stand, because in terms of security, a security guard is not really good in terms of security. He have no means. If someone came here with an AK-47, everybody will run, even the security guards. So he's not in that place for the security. He's standing for the idea of security, because we are fictions. We are fictions. The real term is that you put a great, strong black guy
uh,
in front of your shop to tell to the people, hey, you can come and buy something here.
but
Look at this black man. He guarantees you in somehow security. So you are like a package. You are not really human when you are standing like that.
yeah. Is that why that heavy, that word heavy is used? Standing heavy.
Yes, because you don't move. So you are like out of you are like deep into the gravity. You know
Okay.
your G is like 40 instead of being like 9. You know, you just have to stand. You have nothing else to do. You are not supposed to find some thieves,
Yeah.
because in France or everywhere there is like an insurance for this little thing people can steal. And in fact, when someone come into a boutique, into a shop, is to it is for the accomplishment of what everything in the society told to him. You have to be a good consumer. You know, there is advertising panels everywhere, in the TV, in the radio. So you are. It is rare to see someone who is going into the shop to steal, to be a thief. People go there to be as the capitalist society want them to be, consumers.
Consume. Yeah. So in your book, you write one. I'll just bar run by Kabil from Algeria, Chinese clothes shop run by a man from Jiangning, Tunisian bakery, little Pakistani hardware shop, Indian jewelers, another bar run by another Kabil but frequented by Senegalese, Tamil minicab company, another Pakistani hardware shop. This is a reality all over the world, big in big cities. But the kind of backlash against immigrants all over the world, do you think this is going to change this kind of diversity which you spoke about, which we see in many big cities in the countries?
This was the description
Uh,
of the streets I live in
uh,
when I was in Paris.
yes.
So I haven't invented
Uh,
that 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 thing. I think, on my point of view, we are all migrants.
huh?
We are all migrants,
Uh,
and the face of the world is to be like mixed up like that, And that is fate. Nobody can stop this thing. Nobody. It will be always. It will be in the future like that, you know. In it, this kind of street, I can describe it. This kind of street in Abidjan too, in Kinshasa too, in New York too.
yes.
So there is like a globalization of consumption of consumers, and for me in this book, the part of immigration was like a pretext. A pretext to talk mainly against capitalism. That's against capitalism.
Yeah, so that capitalism is the reason why this kind of migration happens. So even though,
No.
even
Migration
though,
happens because
uh,
migration happens.
is it not because poverty, or is it not because dream to achieve something that people go to different places, even though there is the locals, because in most places they look at the migrants with hostility. Still,
The hostility against migrants is a fiction. You know, um,
it is not there.
in France, for example, the south of France, the most racist place in France is in the south of France, and this place is the population of this place come from Algeria, Italy, Belgium, something like that, and they are the direct descendant of migrants, but they are white. You know, it. Their children are not visible into
They
the landscape.
merge.
Yes, they merge with other people. But my son, whose mother is a white woman, my son is obviously from somewhere. He is supposed to be obviously from somewhere else. The son of his son will be like that. The daughter of the son of the son will be like that. And that is not my fault.
So
You know?
why do local people, why do they not like people who are different from them? They either their skin color or their culture or whatever it is. The local community. They don't really accept people who are different from them.
They are not supposed to accept, They are not supposed, because of the political fiction around migration. They are not supposed to accept. But when you live really you belong the place where you live, and you become you and at the end of the day you become like the people who lives where you live. My son is French. He's I used to, when we are not agreeing into the house, when we are not agreeing, I used to tell them, you French people, get away. You know, and that is true. But they are something. They have something more than other French people. Their father is an African, and I bring to them my cultural part of African culture. You know, the difference between them and the white neighbor is that the white neighbor, they, they don't care about African culture. So my son is better than them because he had
To
two cultures, you know,
yeah.
and that is
The beauty of
it is the beauty and it is the fate of the world.
uh,
We are even I can see right here in Kerala different faces, and I think different cultures, different religion. I can see it, but people are from Kerala, and that is. I think 2 centuries ago, maybe there were some kind of problem with the newcomers, maybe, but now everybody's Keralan. So it is a fate. Everybody, every people who live in France, whatever is carnation, whatever is color, whatever is culture, is a French or an English or an American. Nobody can't do anything against that, you know. And I think it is a moment to live, and that will my duty as a writer is to give another imaginary to people, and that's what I do in this book.
but is this the world not becoming scarier for people who are different with different color,
It's their
different?
problem
Huh?
if they are scary. I don't have to worry about someone else who's it is your problem. But if you are racist, if it's mostly your problem, you know, because what people ignore is that a frontier, a citizenship give you some rights, and that's the field. We have to fight into the fields of the rights. We have the same right.
Yeah.
Go fuck yourself if you're a racist. Go fuck yourself if you are scary. What can I do? Must I say, oh, don't be scared, you know, I'm human like you? No, I don't have to do that. I have just one thing to do, is to be.
Huh?
Is to
Ah.
is to be. I have everybody has just one thing to do, is to be. Be as full as you can be.
Because recently an American actor, Rumi Malik, he has I think he's from Egypt, his family, ancestry, but he was born and brought up in America. He's an Oscar winner. He said uh, when he was a recognized actor, once the police actually caught him mistaking him for a thief. So he said he was white enough for them to accept him, but his features are different from the white person. So he became the target. So he said it happened last week. Last week
Yes,
he
yes.
spoke about
Yes,
it.
yes,
So that scary part I was.
that is injustice. We
Ah.
have to be the one who have to be scary, not the racist, because we are the target of a racist, you know.
Yes.
But we have no scare of this society, you know. You know what? Let me tell you something beyond this racist thing. The thing is about imaginary. The thing is about culture. We people, every people in the world, are like we are imaginary culture, intelligence in flesh. This is what everybody is in this earth. So what counts is that look at this, look at the history. during 40 fucking 100 years, people, Western people took some African and brought them in slavery
Yeah.
in America,
Yeah.
in West, what they call West Indies.
West Indies, yeah.
West Indies. I will come after about this India thing in the world. And they brought them in difficult condition, racism. They beat them. They make them work for nothing during 40, 100 years. But whatever they say, what is America today?
Yeah.
America is a digested black culture country. Because what counts is the culture, you know. They sing, they dance, they speak, they act like black culture the slave brought in America. What is the paragon of the music? Miles Davis,
Yeah.
Michael Jackson, sports,
Sports.
Jordan, and you know, everywhere in America is black culture. That is a victory people don't see. That is a victory. And it will be deeper and deeper in this way. You know, in the 60s, you know, it's not a long time. In the 60s, Americans were officially a racist country, constitutionally a racist country. But things are changing. You know, South Africa, things are changing. And you know, 200 years, 100 years, some injustice, it doesn't tell the civilization. It takes more than this. You know, we are in Kerala here. Great civilization. You know, they come here for paper,
No,
for
actually.
pepper and spices. You know,
Yeah.
you know, and culture too. Pepper and spices
Yeah.
was culture. You know,
Yes.
and today it's like obvious that in France or in the United States or in Africa you have some pepper in your food, but no, it is not natural. It is a cultural
Yeah.
growth.
Yeah.
See, it is a cultural incoming, and it is the thing that take a lot of years, but think will be all right. I am a goddamn optimistic guy.
But in today's world, especially after globalization, they want all the walls to be broken, boundaries all disappeared, but only for goods, no people. Because in all over the world now, it is against immigration. Whether it is in Europe or America or all rich countries, they are all becoming anti-immigrants. That is the major election promise also. That's what we saw in America. Trump's, that is the no immigrants, the anti-immigrants. So is it that, for example, even though Trump was anti-immigrants, it was the Latino male especially, and even Indians also voted for him. Is the mentality, because it's in buses, we see buses or train, once it is full, those who are inside, they say there is no space. Is that the mentality of people? Okay, once we have migrated, no more space for other migrants.
It is historical like that, but it won't last long.
Okay.
Trump or whoever can't do anything against migration. They can't do anything. And all they say, we are against migration, but we need people who come.
Yeah, that,
You know, Europe is like an old country. You know, everybody is very is being held there, and to be like cynic, the migrants are right wing people. They used to be right wing people,
yes, world
and
is
and
turning
and,
right.
and if the politics are smart, they have to integrate the migrant to be voted by those right wing people, because When they move for money, they move for new for this new paradigm, capitalistic paradigm. So they are right-wing people. But that is not a problem for me. For me, one more time, it is about imaginary intelligence, and that will be always the victory of all humankind, culture and intelligence.
Yeah. So, but where will this, you hear this go back, even to the people who are born in one particular country, just because they look different, it is go back to your country. That is what we hear.
Where will they go?
Oh, yes,
Where will they go?
exactly. Yeah.
They are, my son is in this country. When he come in, when he comes to Africa, everybody said to him, "Hey, you white people, come here," and he is okay with that. He is okay with that. But where, 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 where will he go? He will go wherever he wants. Our sons, our daughters will go wherever they want, because we have the same culture now. This globalization thing was for me an historical mistake of a capitalism. We will all be mixed. In 50 years, everybody will be mixed. Even in India, I am thinking about staying here, because because I understand. I feel that I understand people, and in my head, I can say to myself, I want to live in Kerala and stay here for forever. And there will be no problem. Maybe some people will say sometime to me, you go away, go back to your. If I live here like 20 years, and you say that to me, I will respond yes, and go to my home. Simple. And we no to in conclusion, to be racist is a racist problem. To be xenophobe is a xenophobian problem. We people have one thing to do, is to be.
Used to?
To be. Just
to
be.
be.
Be what we are.
Yeah. Yeah.
Simple.
On the day of Trump's swearing in, there was a prayer service, and the bishop said, asked the president to have mercy on marginalized people and immigrants. Do you agree with that word, mercy on immigrants? Why should they be?
I don't agree with any Christian word. Mercy is a Christian word. Mercy is reserved to people who have power. I have the power, so I can have mercy on you. That is not fair, So, excuse me, but fuck the mercy. They have a lot of words like this. Oh, God, have mercy on me. Have mercy on those people, those poor people. I don't consider myself as the poor people. Keep your mercy for you and your children, and let me live, let me be. That no mercy. There shall be no mercy at all.
So, did those 2 years you worked as a security guard in Paris?
Not 2 years. Not 2 years. You are taking the French people storytelling about this book.
Oh, okay.
When this book were published, the good storytelling was journalists, everybody was, look at this great, strong black man who were a security guard who has written such a funny book.
Funny book. Yeah.
It is not a funny book. You can laugh, but it is not funny.
That is the mind.
You can you will laugh a lot, but it is not funny. Laughing is a measure of intelligence. Laughing is intelligence share between two peoples, two or more peoples, at the same moment. If I write something and you laugh, that means we have understood each other. That means we have shared intelligence together. We have shared style together. And this is not true. I was like a security guard for 1 month and half to pay myself to be able to have money to go back in my country because I was done with France. You know, so I have written this book when I was in Ivory Coast. It was like a kind of revenge that this book were very popular in France after that. You know, it was like a testimony of my 11th years living in France. That was standing heavy. It wasn't a security guard who have written a book. It was a book writer who have been
have the experience.
Have the experience of a security guard.
How was that experience? Is it like what you have written in the book?
Please?
How was that experience? Is it like
Yes.
your mind also worked that 1 month the same way?
A shop is a wonderful theater area. A shop is a wonderful because everybody has a play. You know, you are the consumer. You prefer Nike. You prefer Gucci. You prefer. Everybody play. Every one of us play a part in this scene. In this scene, a shop is a capitalistic, well accomplished scene of people theater. You come there to accomplish the destiny, your kind of destiny. That is to be a consumer. You have to be a consumer to make this whole shit works.
How was your life in France when you went there to study? Was it like did you feel acceptance, or did you feel like many of the migrants feel today?
I am a happy people.
Okay.
I'm really a happy people, and I think I am, I am a good student. I learn very fast. I learn very fast from people, from studies, from everything. I think I am someone like that, and my 11th years in France were very happy. I am not a French. You know, the French authors, classic French authors, they are like that. Glasses, velours côtelé, things like that. And they are always like doubting about things, showing that they are doubting about things. And they have to always say deep things. Tu sais, moi, mon inspiration,
Okay.
And I have suffered. When I was kid, I was poor. My father used to beat me. He was alcoholic. No, I have very happy. I had a very happy childhood, a very happy adolescence, I consider myself as an happy adult. But I can see what is wrong in the society. And everybody can see that. Even the racists know that it is not good to be racist. Even him, he know that. But we are always playing a part in like a big theater of capitalism. And my duty as a writer, as an artist, as a photographer, as a movie maker, is to give a different imaginary to people, a different style. That is what people understand, the style. We all share the same intelligence. But to understand what I say, I have to write standing heavy. And then okay. He is right. He is clever, right? Yes. And that will stay into your mind. A book, a photograph, a photo, a movie is not an information. It is, it is, it is a formation. I think that is a good punchline.
Oh, so I think it is excellent talking to you, Mr.
Thank you,
Ghosh.
thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
I
you,
think
everybody.